Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here tonight to another edition of NASCAR '05. Chase for the Cup. It is going to be the Craftsman Truck Series turn to race here tonight at the short track at Bristol Motor Speedway for the O'Reilly 200. 200 laps here at Bristol. This should be a fun one. This is my personal favorite racetrack. First and only time the Truck Series is going to go here on the season. Only 10 races to go to decide a champion as well. So we're going to see how this is going to pan out. We might end up running Richmond after this. No guarantees. But it depends how many laps Richmond is. If it's a lot of laps, probably not. But we'll see. Kyle Larson fan, Carson Boy, Rye Guy0929, Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream. So here we go. I did run practice and a happy hour as well as qualifying, so I did more than what I said I was going to. I second guessed myself. I was like, you know what, I should probably qualify. It is Bristol, and it is this game, so it's going to be a little tough. And I'm glad I did because I felt like I was a little too loose. I did tighten it up a little bit, put some extra wedge in it before the race. Haven't really tested that setup out yet, so we'll see how it goes. Qualified fourth. Let's hop on in. Green flag in the air. We're underway at Bristol. Good launch on the inside there by the opening couple grooves. Schneider trying to quickly battle back underneath the 82 truck. Looks like Bobby Hamilton Sr. is going to end up leading lap one. Still side by side, Edwards fights on back the 82. Now to the inside of the 192 off of turn two. A lot of twos in there. It'll make the pass. It's Scott Bush in second place. Edwards trying to get a run on him in this setup. At least a couple laps in is looking like it's working. Already passed three race trucks. Everybody trying to take advantage. Not raced here in any one of the three series, and the modified series does not race at Bristol as well. Scott Bush is actually starting to close in on Bobby Hamilton Sr. for the race lead now that we're only 5 laps in. Edwards closes in on Bush as well, and I wonder if Bobby Hamilton Sr. might be holding up Scott Bush. Hamilton comes into this race third in points. He's still got a shot at the championship as well. Edwards finally underneath Bush off of turn 4. He'll get around him through 1 and 2 for second place. All clear off the exit of turn 2. Bush barely keeps it off the outside wall. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Yeah, indeed, a rough DNF. That's why we are running NASCAR 05 tonight, if you guys haven't found out already. We had DNF'd in the NASCAR Heat 5 career mode race tonight. We DNF'd in the first half of the race too, unfortunately, despite a fast race car. Trevor Grimes, Cardi Boy, welcome on in. Edwards finally to the inside. Hamilton got a little loose off turn 4. Ooh, Hamilton almost crowded the 99. Nearly made contact. They're still side by side off the exit of turn 2, and Edwards is finally clear into 3. Edwards will lead at lap number 10, his first lap led of the race. That's 5 bonus points. He has a 214-point lead coming into this race. Just over one race worth of points. Remember, you can score up to 190 points under this Nextel Cup format. Max points day would include winning the race and leading the most laps. Edwards drifts up the track himself, though, off turn 4. Gets a little bit of a run, though, off the banking, and he's able to get back down to the bottom into the corner, despite sliding the tires into turn 1 to keep Bobby Hamilton Sr. behind him. And again goes to the outside, unintentionally, leaves the bottom open, though, for Bobby Hamilton, and Edwards is in the wall off of turn 4. He couldn't hold the line. Hamilton's going to get to the race lead once again. So another lead change within the top two. Great job by Hamilton keeping the pressure on Edwards, despite Carl getting around him there originally. And we'll see how long Hamilton can hold on to the lead. Edwards going to look to drive it in deep. Oh, and he just moves the Ford truck out of the way. Hamilton gets into the wall now off turn 4, and I'm sure he's not too thrilled about what just happened right there, and Edwards is back out in front. Edwards didn't mean to get into him, but he did overdrive that corner way too much. Way too aggressive, especially as early into the race as we are. He ran a near-perfect race at Old Spice Speedway in the last race last week. Very loose all the way through 3 and 4 that time, and it quickly allows Hamilton to close that gap again. Scott Bush has lost sight. It's a two-truck battle towards the front. We'll see if Hamilton will use the bumper right back. Edwards trying not to leave room on the bottom for Hamilton this time. They're trying to make him pass him on the outside. Hamilton goes up high through 1 and 2, and he loses a little bit of ground. That outside groove's just not here at Old Bristol. Not like it is nowadays. Last day of schools tomorrow. Congratulations. Up the track goes Edwards through 3 and 4, but he gets back down to the bottom off the exit of 4. To hold Bobby Hamilton back there. Travis Quaffles worked himself up to 3rd, passing Scott Bush. Probably part of the reason why Bush lost a little bit of ground on the top 2. And Quaffles starting to make a run now. Hamilton goes to the outside, so that's a big gain on the bottom for Quaffle. Travis Quaffle comes in 2nd in points, so you got the top 3 in the point standings running 1, 2, 3 in the early going of the race. Not in the same order, though. Unlike NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode, we have had no DNFs in NASCAR 05 in any one of the 3 series right now. I don't know how much longer I can keep that streak going, but it is a little bit harder to DNF in this game compared to NASCAR Thunder 2004, but even still. We've only gotten into a couple accidents total. Most of them have been in the Truck Series. Hamilton is all over the back bumper of Edwards. He better get around him quick because Travis Quaffle's right on the back bumper of Hamilton as well as he's boxed in. "25 laps complete already. Still caution free. And a lot of great racing action in the early going on the high banked short track at Bristol Motor Speedway. Quaffle to the inside of Bobby Hamilton. Well, we only have 1 DNF this season, though, for Heat 5. That was today, unfortunately. Quaffle made the pass for 2nd. Now he's trying to put the charge and maybe get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Big for the 2nd place points getter, knowing that 1st and 3rd points already have their bonus points here today. And it's early enough in the race, too. He can still set himself to maybe leading the most laps at the end of the race if he can get out in front, stay out in front. Should be a 1 pit stop race here today as well, I'd have to imagine. They should be able to go well over 100 laps on fuel. Going to depend maybe how the cautions play if we get any as well on whether or not things are still going to play out. We had 3 cautions in the last race at Old Spice Speedway just the other night. In the middle of last week, Quaffle to the inside. Oh, and he tried to clear Edwards, but he cleared him too soon. He put him in the wall. Same thing that happened between Bobby Hamilton Sr. and Edwards when Edwards was on the inside earlier. Now he gets a little loose off turn 4, bangs into the Ford truck. And look at Hamilton keep that speed up. 2x2 at Bristol. Edwards is stuck on the outside. Look at Hamilton going for the lead as he gets around Quaffle, who was able to get 5 bonus points and led 1 lap. Little crossover now by Edwards, and Quaffle still stuck on the outside. He's about to drop back to third again. Top four under a blanket. It's a great racing continues here at Bristol, and Edwards is going to get back to the lead and barely lead that lap at the line on Hamilton. And now the 124 truck's back underneath Quaffle as Edwards slides up the track. Might have tagged the wall with the right rear. And that slight little mistake cleared Hamilton, allows Hamilton to get another gap back down on the bottom of the racetrack. What a battle for the lead with the top four. We're not even in lap traffic. Edwards scrapes the wall again. It's just so hard to run side by side here in Bristol. And you're seeing that on full display right now as the 124 truck will lead his first lap of the race underneath Hamilton. It's just a train game. Somebody gets caught on the outside. They cycle back to fourth. Now the 124 might have gotten into the wall off the exit of the corner. Quaffle to the inside. Edwards all the way down low, putting Quaffle in the middle as they were 3 wide for the lead. Quaffle now has the edge out in front at the line to lead another lap. And Edwards cycles back out in front. Now he goes up the racetrack, but makes sure that nobody got underneath him that time. Quaffle still stuck on the outside of the racetrack, and the 124 is now going for second place. Hamilton's likely going to try to follow into third, I'd have to assume. And now it looks like Jack Sprague back in fifth place is starting to close into the battle, and lap traffic is getting closer. What a race for the lead here early on at Bristol Motor Speedway tonight. I believe that's Sprague in the 16 truck back in fifth. I could be wrong. Out of the rear view, it looks like it could be him. Quaffle back to third meanwhile. Oh, and he just shoved the 124 out of the way. A little bump and run. .40 laps complete. Hamilton to second. He ran a little wide. Quaffle to the inside for second place. Hamilton got a little loose. I don't think there was contact that time. It was tough to tell. I've seen everybody get out of shape running side by side, especially in the marbles on that outside groove. It's so hard to hold that line. It's a little loose off turn 4. Quaffle seems to have a really fast truck. We got a new driver up to third. I believe that's Jack Sprague. I'm not entirely sure, though. So he wants to get in on the action. Edwards' his teammate as well. Hamilton almost got back underneath. Trying to battle back for third as Quaffle slowly closes in on the 99 of Edwards now that he's in second all alone. Edwards overdrove the corner big time, put himself in the wall on the exit of turn 2 as well. One more mistake and Quaffle's going to be there for the lead now. Can alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race today. For the next 4 laps, Sprague is all over the back of the 24 of Quaffle. See if he's going to use that bumper one of these times, and he is extremely close. Surprised Quaffle hasn't used the bumper on Edwards yet. Edwards is just kind of hugging that bottom. Does not want to give it up. Even if that means he's running a half a lane off the top, down the straightaway just to make sure Quaffle doesn't get underneath him. Just in case Travis gets a run off the exit of a corner one of these times. Got a big run through 1 and 2. He is all over the 99. But again, Edwards beats him down to the inside. Edwards with that defensive line into 1 and 2. They're starting to get a little looser as the tires get older. Okay, about halfway on fuel. right at lap 51 as well. I mean, this might be very close to a one-stop race. I thought for sure these guys were going to easily make it on one pit stop. I think it's going to be a lot closer to what originally expected. Wait till those tires start getting in the yellow. It's only going to get even worse handling-wise for these guys, especially for Edwards out in front. Puts it in the wall, overdriving 1 and 2 again. Can't get off of it either. And that's actually the 103 truck, or sorry, the 113 rather, going to get to the lead. Edwards again scrapes the wall. And now he's just going to get freight trained. Quaffle back out in front after the 113 led for a lap, so it wasn't Jack Sprague. McGee down to the bottom in the 163, and finally Edwards gets down in front of... Oh, and contact! Into the wall goes the 113. It's the one... I couldn't tell what number. That was McGee in the 163 truck that tried moving him, and he moved the 113 into the wall, and after that contact, Edwards slid by both of them. Hamilton got around one of them as well. Short track racing at its finest here tonight at Bristol. Quaffle still leads, with Doug Thompson in the 124 right on his back bumper. Edwards almost in the wall off turn 2. He's digging. I don't think it can get much crazier, but just wait till we get to lap traffic. Slid the car deep into turn 3. Lost some ground on the top 2. Wasn't a handful to start. It's a handful now to hang on to the racetrack. You're having to race the racetrack and race the truck just as much as you're having to race the other competitors, especially on these older tires, and you're just waiting for a caution to come out as everybody slips and slides around the track. Now, we haven't ran Bristol in 05 yet, so I don't know if we're going to have the same issue we had in Thunder 04 where we had the phantom cautions during green flag pit stops, so that might happen here. Have to keep an eye on it. You definitely don't want to be the first to hit pit road if you can help it. Quaffle just about slid into the wall off the exit of the corner. 124 gave him a touch there. He saw the sparks flying. He tried to move Quaffle out of the way, but Quaffle holds on to the lead. See if Thompson might try to use the lap traffic as a pick, perhaps. Edwards having a hard time trying to stay with these guys. Now he's a half a second off the lead still, and he can't really close. And now with the lap truck in the way, can't tell who that is. That's going to stack him up, giving Edwards another chance. Trying to get to the inside of Thompson. Oh, he's 3 wide with the lap truck on the outside. It's going to get tight into turn number 1, and Thompson is just going to get out of the gas. He's going to let Edwards go and fall in line behind him and behind the lap truck. Smart move. I don't know if they were going to make it into the corner, and Edwards was not going to give up. And now Thompson's right to the back bumper of Edwards again for second. Ainley and Grimsley about to go a lap down. They're side by side. And allow Quaffle to close in even quicker. Indeed, Edwards is right there off turn 2. Trying to trap Quaffle perhaps behind the lap car. Oh, he got a little loose into turn 3, but he's still underneath Quaffle side by side for the race lead off turn 4. I believe Quaffle led that lap at the line. And Grimsley gives just enough room on the bottom for Edwards, but Edwards slides into Grimsley. Still gets to the lead nonetheless. Had a lot of lead changes already in the first 70 laps. Both front tires are in the yellow. Quaffle finally gets around Grimsley, putting the pressure on Edwards again. I don't think Edwards has as fast of a truck on the long run as Quaffle, and we got somebody blowing an engine on the inside of the track. The 157 it looked like, blowing an engine, but they'll get the pit road, so we stay green. Saw a big wreck at Old Spice Speedway after somebody blew an engine in front of traffic on lap 3. Quaffle inside after Edwards made that mistake off turn 2 the last lap, and Carl can't shut the door into the next corner. A little crossover move to get back to the inside of Quaffle, though. He's under him. Travis giving him a lot of room, too. I think it's because he wants Edwards to clear him quickly and not allow Thompson to get to the inside as well. Took Edwards an extra corner to get around Quaffle, but Quaffle is going to hold on to second. Didn't allow Thompson to get by. It was a great job by Quaffle recognizing that Thompson and Hamilton were starting to close that gap again. I don't know if that's good or bad. Fastest lap of the race for Edwards is a 15.666. I don't think he's going to be setting another quick time until after green flag stops if he's going to set another one the rest of this race. Thompson makes his way back to second, passing Quaffle. Edwards in the wall, out of shape. Hangs on to the lead barely, though. And Quaffle now with the crossover after Thompson couldn't capitalize. Slight error. I mean, all these guys are making mistakes, giving up the bottom or getting into the wall, getting bumped and ran on. This probably happened to everybody already. Everybody that's probably led a lap. Everybody's fighting their race trucks, especially 80 laps into this green flag run to start the race. Making for a quick race pace. This thing is flying by. Probably why these guys are going at it as quickly as they are as well. It only being a 200 lap race at Bristol. Again, that is not a long time. Quaffle just about bounced off the wall. So did Edwards, though. Hamilton for second. Underneath Quaffle. They're side by side down the back straightaway into turn 3. Quaffle able to hold Thompson off and hang on to third. Now he looks for the crossover on Hamilton into 1 and 2. He's going to get back underneath him. Great move by Travis Quaffle. Maybe back the exit of the corner up before that to get the run. Oh, Edwards in the wall. And Quaffle's going to get underneath him. He had to lift her. He's going to end up in the wall again. Almost down into Quaffle as well, trying to save that racetrack. Travis back out in front. Edwards trying to get back underneath him. Hamilton to third. Gets back around Thompson. Really see the 24 truck sliding around a lot, too. Edwards low, and Quaffle tried to block, and he ran into the side of the 99. Second time Quaffle's trying to do that. He's getting desperate to try and hold on to this lead. Follow Quaffle to lap traffic. Edwards just slid into Kenny Hall, the lap truck on the outside. Lost a little bit of ground on Quaffle now, but Quaffle's not going anywhere. He's got about 4 lap trucks in front of him. Some are side by side again. Giving Edwards a big run off turn 4 to get again to the back bumper of Quaffle. Edwards slid into Richards too. Whew. Just cleared the 117 before sliding up the racetrack in 3 and 4. Car went from loose to tight in a hurry. This truck's playing mind games on Edwards right now. New Lyman in the 164 trying to stay on the lead lap. Quaffle looking to get underneath him. Oh, a little bump to the back of the 24 and a run. 3 wide. Into the corner. Quaffle trying to stay there and then make it. Oh, truck in the wall. Quaffle gets clipped. They didn't make it. Never mind. Looked like they had it. And then the truck on the outside, the lap truck of Andy Lyman, ended up in the wall, bounced into Quaffle, and Quaffle might have gotten a piece of the wall as well. Edwards escapes on the bottom with no contact after he had moved. Travis Quaffle up the racetrack to begin with. Green flag pit stops currently going on at lap 98. They started a couple laps ago. Edwards and Quaffle still on the racetrack right now, and Edwards wants to make it to lap 100. He's going to push the issue so that way he can try to split this race in half. He's going to try to go one more lap. Lap 100 this time. Quaffle's coming in. Edwards is coming in. Splitting this race in half. Side by side onto pit road. Quaffle's got the first box. Edwards is going to be towards the end of pit lane. This is going to be an interesting race. Quaffle definitely closed that gap. Coming to pit road, he pushed it a lot harder than what Edwards did. But the Mr. Clean crew is back after the week off at Old Spice Speedway, trying to help out the 99 of Carl Edwards. And Quaffle wins the race off pit road, beating out the Mr. Clean crew. That was impressive by the 2014. They didn't get a caution. No phantom yellow there. Edwards is going to be about a second behind Quaffle, but Quaffle came out alongside some lap traffic as well. So splitting the race in half right now for Quaffle and Edwards. You'd have to assume they can make it on fuel to the end, but you just never know. Edwards being the 153 truck right there. Race leader now in the pits. It should cycle Quaffle back to the lead, I'd have to imagine. Yes, it does. It's actually Bobby Hamilton right on the back bumper of Quaffle, so Edwards falls from first to third, but Hamilton did pit before Quaffle and Edwards, so that's how he gained the time on Carl and Travis, because he's all over the back bumper of Quaffle. He wasn't before the pit stops. But they all quickly bunched back together within the top 3 at least. We're in the second half of this race, still no caution. It is going to be a fight to the finish. The slide job off turn 2. Edward pushes hard. He's got the spot with a clean pass on Bobby Hamilton Sr. What you like to see, final 10 races of the season, you got the 3 championship front runners all battling for the lead and battling for the win here at Bristol. Edwards to the inside of Quaffle using the lap truck as a pick. Easy, clean pass on both Quaffle and the lap truck through 3 and 4. Great move and great awareness there by Edwards to know he had to get to the top or get to the bottom there and hold Quaffle on the top. I think this race again is proving why Bristol is my favorite racetrack and always has been here tonight. And what a race! Back and forth. These guys are on fresh tires now. Oh, and Hamilton tries to move Quaffle. He got him sideways. That's going to check them both up, getting Edwards out to about a half a second lead now through turns 1 and 2. He just about dumped the 24. Barry Wilder's the next truck to go a lap down. He's the driver that stayed out of the pits the longest, getting a lap lead in there. Edwards underneath him. Taking advantage with these fresh tires. Having a lot more grip to get around the lap cars. Maybe quicker than what he would have later into that first tire stint. Hamilton's still all over Quaffle, even around the lap car of Grigsby. Now he's underneath them through turns 3 and 4. Side by side for second place. Again, allowing Edwards to pull away slightly. Nearly 3/4 of a second lead. Hamilton's clear off turn 2 for second place. Now we'll see if he can charge down Carl Edwards. Plenty of time to do so. We still got 86 laps to go. I would assume that lead's still going to be fluctuating back and forth quite a bit to the end, especially if this stays green and we stay in lap traffic. I don't even think any of these top 3 want to see a caution because it's going to bring more trucks into the mix. It's also going to mean that they're going to have to restart on the outside of the lead lap trucks. Outside on Old Bristol, not that great. We've seen trucks get into the wall time and time again. Trying to hold that outside lane while battling. I won't be forgetting the online lobbies. Oh, my bad. I thought you said my name in there. Oh, lap truck. 86 crossed Edwards over. He's battling to stay in the lead lap. Edwards trying to get back underneath him again. That's Jake Bradley in the 86. Slides the tires a little bit. Not clear yet. Now he's clear into turn 3. Hamilton closed in about 0.2 of a second. Down to a half a second lead now, and Hamilton's going to have to get around Bradley. Benny Allen in the 110. Next lap truck just up ahead. 80 to go. And yeah, that race, the online lobbies will be after the Phoenix NASCAR Heat 5 race tomorrow as well. Those of you wondering. Oh, a little contact with the lap trucks. They're still battling each other. The 82 that qualified near the front. Oh, got moved out of the way by the 110 of Benny Allen. Oh, they're underneath the 177. Allen's blocking Edwards. Edwards trying to get the run off turn 2. Now he gets underneath Allen. 177, though, trying to make a move. Underneath the 191 truck. Edwards going to have to follow him. Side-by-side lap traffic in front of Cousin Carl. He's trying to get around it as best as he can. Hamilton has slowly pulled away from Travis Quaffle as well, as far as the battle for second goes. Alternate through the different camera angles for the next 4 laps. It'll be the final time we'll do this today. Chris Sweeney, the 192 truck, will be the next truck that Edwards needs to get to. Edwards brushed the wall there through 1 and 2. A little too wide. And again, Hamilton closes that gap just a tiny bit. A truck length and a half now behind Carl Edwards. Edwards trying to get underneath the 192. Well, he checked up a lot there. Sweeney did as well, though. Oh, Hamilton couldn't follow Edwards through there, and that's going to cost Bobby Hamilton Sr. a little bit of time. It's going to take him an extra... No, man, it's going to take him a whole 2 corners to try and get around Sweeney. Still stuck behind him. Now he gets underneath him. Widen that gap back out to about a half a second again. Oh, and now Edwards gets into the side of the 117 truck getting into turn 1. And now the 117 bounces off the wall. Second time these guys have gotten back to the 117 truck. 66 laps to go. Bristol Motor Speedway. Hamilton's there. Quaffle's starting to close that gap again as well. The top 2 get racy with one another. That's going to help. Oh, Edwards up high. Hamilton to the inside. A little too wide into turn 1 as well there for Edwards. And a crossover off turn 2. Back to the bottom as he traps Hamilton behind Grimsley, so Hamilton never led a lap to officially take the lead there. Edwards holds on. He's lucky that lap car got in Hamilton's way, or he probably wasn't going to be able to cross him over that quickly at least. Oh, Hamilton! A little bump and run! He just about turned Edwards. Now he gets to the outside. And, oh man, they're still side by side for the lead as Hamilton's trying to hold the top. Edwards gets loose on the bottom. He slides into Hamilton again. Oh, up the middle goes Quaffle. 3 wide for the lead. 24 truck to the middle. Edwards fights again. Trying to hang on that left rear corner panel. They're still 3 wide into turn 3. And now Quaffle's clear and out in front. Edwards again fights back to the bottom of the racetrack after Hamilton got into the 99. A little desperation move. Edwards back out in front again, clearing Quaffle and blocking Hamilton back to the inside into turn 3. Hamilton clear back to second, getting around Quaffle again. And Quaffle with a crossover on Hamilton for second place. Quaffle clear. Man, we still got 58 laps to go of this. I don't know if I want it to end. Ton of fun. I have to assume it is for you guys watching as well. Hamilton back to the bottom. Quaffle on the outside. Hamilton's up to second again. That's how precious these points are late in the season, too. These guys getting desperate. We'll see if Hamilton's going to try to use the bumper on Edwards again. And nearly worked. He got to the outside, then Quaffle up the middle. Was able to actually get to the lead and not Hamilton. Oh man, Edwards got really loose off 2. He's still loose into 3. Trying to hold the bottom though and make Hamilton pass him up high. Bobby took the look at least. All over the back of that 99. I mean, he used the bumper once. I'd have to assume he's going to use it again if he tries to get there. I just don't think he can quite get to Edwards yet. Mark Handel, next lap truck. He's already 1 lap down, so he's going to stay high and let the leaders race underneath him. It's going to be a little bit of a gap to the next lap truck after Handel. Well, Hamilton drove it in deep. He just beat Edwards to the bottom, and he's clear up to second. Or up to first, I should say. Edwards back to second. Quaffle still trying to get around Handel meanwhile. 50 laps to go this time by. Bobby Hamilton Sr. out in front. Here at Bristol. Edwards and Quaffle on his back bumper. It is a 3-truck race for the win. Under the lights on the last great Coliseum. Man, they got really close to making contact there. Edwards just got underneath of Hamilton, but Hamilton really crowded him and then shuts the door in 1 and 2. Edwards is trying to get there. And again gets to the inside. Both trucks get a little sideways. Oh, he tried to slide up in front of him, couldn't do it. Edwards is pacing better on fuel this time than what he was first fuel run. Now he's clear of Hamilton off turn 2. But Edwards has a teammate of John Wood coming up next. We'll see if Wood's going to steer clear of Edwards and maybe try to hold up the 24 and the 4. We're side by side again for second place. Quaffle is caught up and he will take over that second spot once again. Wood's still in front of Edwards. Edwards would have liked Wood to have moved right there. Oh, he cuts him off again. Wow, John Wood not cutting him any slack. Guess Wood's trying to stay on the lead lap too, but Edwards finally gets around his teammate. Top speed in the 152, giving plenty of room to Edwards on the bottom. Edwards barely clears him off turn 2. 2 lap trucks now between first and second. 43 laps to go. Just really trying to catch the lap traffic and as good of a spot as he can. So hard to battle for the lead at the same time trying to catch the lap truck's at a better spot, and Edwards got back to the gas a little too soon. Off turn 2, up into the wall he went. Quaffle again trying to put that pressure on Edwards. He is so close to that left rear quarter panel. Oh, little contact up ahead. Look at this lap traffic. They're battling for position, 40 laps left. Hamilton again to the inside of Quaffle for second place. He's there and he sends it into 3. More contact with the lap trucks. Are they going to move over for the leaders or are they going to stay battling with one another? Quaffle trying to get back under Hamilton as they have crisscrossed multiple times already. Oh, Quaffle's got a problem! Travis Quaffle's blowing an engine. He's up in smoke. Oh, what a tough break for Quaffle, who just dropped back to third. Meanwhile, Edwards gets into the side of Adam Bell, the lap truck. And Hamilton's got to run on the outside, but the lap truck's going to be in Hamilton's way now, and Edwards should hold on to the lead. What a tough break for Travis Kvapil. His day is going to come to an end. He is still putting around on the inside of the track. Maybe just hoping that smoke rolls away, and it's not going away. Had a shot to win it late. Led some laps. Oh, and now the lap truck gets into the wall after contact with Edwards. Hamilton got stuck behind it all. Now he's about 0.7 of a second off the lead with 35 laps to go. Hamilton's not done paddling yet. Saw towards the end of that last run that it just seemed like Kvapil, Thompson, and Hamilton were all able to keep up with Edwards. Actually, it seemed like they were faster on the longer run, so I'd have to assume it might be the case again, considering Edwards didn't make any adjustments to the race truck during the lone pit stop of the race. Still caution-free here at Bristol. This could be the second caution-free race of the Truck Series season. Had one in each series so far. $31 to go. I'm surprised with all the beating and banging, all the bump and runs we've seen around this racetrack, all through the field, that we haven't had a caution. Everybody's kept control about as good as possible of the race trucks under the circumstances. It's starting to wear out a little bit more as well now for Edwards. And Hamilton is closing in on him even without more lap traffic. It's a little loose into the corner, trying to get underneath the 153 truck. He's there, and he's still loose into turn 3. Walks up the racetrack. And he actually did a good job holding it on the bottom. He had to let the 153 go. He's going to slide into him. Hamilton has put that pressure on Edwards, and Edwards is fighting that race truck right now. Again to the inside of the 153. This time he'll clear him. Oh, on turn 2 now. The 153 crowded him and actually caught Edwards in the right rear quarter panel a tad bit. I'm surprised 99 didn't end up shooting into the outside wall. He about got turned. Now that lap truck got in the way of the 4 of Hamilton. I don't know what he was thinking there. Hamilton. Oh, and Hamilton moves him. Hamilton had enough. He fell a second off the lead. He had to move him out of the way. And he still couldn't get out of the way. He's still stuck behind him. And now Edwards is going to widen that gap out. That lap truck might have just ruined this battle for the lead late. Hamilton's got the better truck. He's about 1.1 seconds off the lead. It's still 23 to go, but Adam Bell not cutting Edwards any slack now. Edwards trying to get under him, and he keeps getting crowded. These guys are good on fuel. Edwards is going to be good. It's going to say fuel tank's almost empty the last couple laps, but we'll be good. Unless we get a green-white checker and we go past the scheduled distance. That'd be the only way that we could even be short on fuel. And Adam Bell's holding up Edwards, and this is going to bring Hamilton back into it maybe even quicker. Definitely going to give him another chance. Edwards drives it deep into 3, and he cannot get around Bell. He's being aggressive. He's not actually bumping him. Hamilton did. He's trying to get around him clean because he knows if he does bump him, Hamilton's going to likely be right there. Clear off turn 4, 19 to go. Time he gets around Bell. Bell's going to go, I believe, 2 laps down, if not 3 at this point. Now Hamilton's got to get around him. A little bit of a gap before the next lap truck. Down to the wire. Oh, Hamilton couldn't get underneath Bell. He slides in line behind him. Finally got to clear him off turn 4. It looks like 17 more laps. He's about 3 truck lengths behind Edwards, but he closed about 2 truck lengths in 1 and 2 that time. Hamilton is digging. Edwards a little loose into 3 now. Walks up the racetrack. Hamilton to the back bumper of Edwards off turn 4. 16 to go. He is there. Oh, he is so close to that back bumper, but he doesn't get to him that time. All Edwards has to do is just hold his line and just hope that Hamilton doesn't get to the back bumper to move him again. Hamilton's not committed to passing high anymore. I think he's just committed to trying to move Edwards out of the way like he did earlier. Like he did once in the final 50 laps already. Edwards got loose. Stays in the castle off turn 2. Not trying to lift any extra. This is getting dicey. Oh, Edwards slid the tires. Slid the tires. Up the track he goes. Hamilton couldn't get underneath him again, though. That was Hamilton's chance to maybe get under him clean, and he couldn't do it. A little contact with the lap cars up ahead. 12 to go. This is dicey. Again, Edwards slides the tires into 1. Second time in the last 3 laps, but again, Hamilton is there, but can't get underneath him. And now Hamilton goes up the track in 3 and 4, allowing Edwards to gap him another truck length. Well, Quaffle's out of the race. It's between these two. Unless they wreck each other and third place ends up taking it. That's not impossible. Remember in our last Cup race at Darlington, we had spun on the last lap. Cautions do not come out on the last lap. You will have to race back to the checkered flag. If we do get a caution at this point, it'll be a single file restart. All the lap trucks will line up behind the lead lap trucks. By NASCAR's rules back in 2004. If the single file restarts, 8 laps to go at the line. Kevin Quinn's the next lap truck. And the 105 just up ahead. They will catch him. They might catch the next 2 lap trucks just up ahead as well. Edwards wants to make the move now. Quinn's going to give him room to race. Unlike the last 2 lap trucks, that was big there for Edwards to get around him. Now Hamilton's got to get his way around. Hamilton's going to clear him off turn 2, so he lets the top 2 try to race it out. Late dive into the corner there by Hamilton. Edwards gaps him off turn 4 just a tiny bit again, but ever so much. Every little bit is just so much. Especially with 6 to go, because Edwards does not want Hamilton to get to that bumper again. 5 laps to go at the line for Carl Edwards to try and win another race this season. Bobby Hamilton Sr., he wants to go to victory lane again this year as well. With that DNF, this could move Hamilton to second in points perhaps. Oh, and Edwards goes up the track in 3 and 4. Hamilton to the bottom. Edwards barely keeps it off the wall off turn 4, and he's still digging. Trying the crossover. Off turn 2, trying to get back down to the bottom. Not giving Hamilton an inch. Can he get him back? 3 to go at the line. Now it's Hamilton on the outside. He's trying to crowd Edwards. Edwards is clear off turn 2. He almost lost it, but then he got it back. 2 to go at the line for Hamilton. Can he get to the bumper of Edwards? Edwards and Hamilton both just trying to hang on to the race trucks. They shouldn't catch any of the lap trucks ahead. White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. Well, Hamilton lost a little ground in 1 and 2. He slid up the track. That's the break Edwards needed because Hamilton's not going to get to the bumper through 3 and 4 now. Carl Edwards wins at Bristol. That shakeup in turns 1 and 2 there by Hamilton gave Edwards the win on the last lap. But what a battle. What a battle between those two, as well as Quaffle before he DNF'd, and Doug Thompson earlier in the race, too. All four of those guys put on a show tonight. And a caution-free race at Bristol. Still came down to the final lap. Polish victory lap here tonight for Cousin Carl. What a race. Doug Thompson slid back after the green flag pit stops, finished 3.5 seconds off the lead, but still ends up with a third place finish. Again, Edwards P1, Bobby Hamilton Sr. P2. 53 minutes to do 200 laps at Bristol in the Truck Series because we did not have a caution to slow that race pace down. What a quick one. Bill Lester finishes 4th. Larry Watson rounds out the top 5. Aaron McGee 6th. Chad Chafin 7th. Jack Baker 8th. Brandon Witt 9th. And Ace Johnson rounds out the top 10 here tonight. 23 lead changes. Again, no caution, so average race speed 119.36 miles per hour. 0.3 of a second margin of victory. And Edwards with the max points day, 147 laps led. And the second place driver in points, Travis Quaffle, blew an engine tonight. That is really going to gap first and second. And I think there's a good chance that Bobby Hamilton Sr. is now going to be second in points with his great run. And we had 14 drivers finish on the lead lap tonight as well. Quite a few DNFs. Travis Quaffle had 32 laps. He was the last to DNF as well. Ryan Carter also DNF'd. Young. Oh, sorry. I was waiting for 43. That's why I was thinking. We only had 3 DNFs. I don't know why I was thinking there was 43. There was only 36 in the Truck Series. But okay, so only 3 DNFs. But great race. Great race. Hit that like button. It'll be a 200-lap race at Richmond as well. For the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series 200. Take a look at the point standings. Nine races to go to try and crown a champion. Yeah, 338-point lead. Hamilton did close that gap quite a bit on Quaffle. He's really close to him, but Quaffle's still in second. And, of course, again, the max points day for Carl Edwards allows him to really pull ahead in the standings now. 338-point lead. Edwards still hasn't DNF this season, and that is the big reason why he is the leader in points. Well, why not? Let's run Richmond tonight. I'm in for it. That was a great race. That was a quick race, too. 53 minutes. So, yeah, I guess we got time to run Richmond. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very shortly. Not sure if I'm going to practice or qual. I'll definitely start from the rear at Richmond. Yeah, I'll definitely start at the rear at Richmond. Make it tougher on myself here in the second race. But thanks for watching. Hopefully we have a good show in the second race here for you guys tonight.